Microphone check, 1, 2. What is this? Yeah, we in here, boy. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Noel A. Booker with Business Credit Builder. Today we're going to talk about the Business Credit Master Class. Get business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social. Okay? Um, During this training, you'll discover how to build business credit that's linked to your EIN and not your social, that requires no personal guarantee or credit check, and how to get business loans and credit lines, even if you have personal credit issues, no collateral, or just starting your business. All right? Then you're in the right place. Okay? I'm gonna share my screen so y'all can follow along. Okay, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Business Credit Master Class. All right, so we're gonna go over a bunch of stuff. All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Noel A. Booker Sr. My company, the website is businesscreditbuilder.us. And you see my contact information. Um, Make sure you get your free guide on how to build business credit by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. If you want to schedule a free business credit consultation, you go to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. And if you think you can qualify for funding now, go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding. All right. Let me give you some background, right? Just so you know who I am, right? And that I'm qualified to talk about what I'm talking about. All right. So I was born and raised in New York City. I went to Morehouse. I studied accounting. I had a few corporate accounting jobs, right? But I've been always entrepreneurial. So I started a company called MediaNet USA, and we do accounting and bookkeeping. All right. We also do websites for businesses. All right. And now I talk about business credit and getting funding. Okay. Um, what we will cover today: how you can get business credit within 7 days or less that's linked to your EIN, not your social, even if you are a startup or have bad personal credit now. Then immediately start using it to get the credit you want and need, even from major sources like Target, Walmart, Staples, Lowe's, Visa, MasterCard, and more. How you can access loans even as a startup, have credit challenges, or lack collateral. Most people fail trying to get money and grow their business. Most people try to get money from the bank when they need money. Okay? Most don't know that EIN credit can be built regardless of personal credit quality. Many apply for credit in the wrong order. Let me elaborate. See, building business credit is a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step. Okay? So there's no skipping steps. Many entrepreneurs don't know that money is available based on business strengths. And that's the 3 C's that I always talk about. The 3 C's: credit, collateral, cash flow. This seminar is for you if you are looking for money to start or grow a business, or you want to build credit that's not linked to your social. Okay? Okay, well, what is business credit? Business credit is credit that is obtained in a business name. With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and credit score for its EIN number. This credit is in the business name and based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owner's ability to pay. Okay? The business can qualify for revolving store credit cards like Staples, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, and more. Okay, why is business credit awesome? Well, business credit has no effect on your personal credit. No personal guarantee is needed in order to build business credit. Business credit building is fast compared to personal credit because there's 5 factors that affect your personal credit, but there's only one factor that affects your business credit, and that is how you pay your bill. With business credit, you can offset current expenses. You can also increase approval amounts with better rates and terms. And no collateral, cash flow, or good credit is needed to build business credit. Okay? So you can start from scratch. And once you've got business credit, you have access to loans and credit lines. Okay? And we got that for you. Okay? Every successful business in America has business credit. Okay? Business credit should be built into your operation. It should be automatic. All right. And I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. Now, what you're looking at right now is what anybody can see for free. You would go to a page on the Experian website and you put your business name in and your address, and you can come up with information like this for free. Okay. This is for Facebook Incorporated. They're in Menlo Park, California. Now, the piece that I want to bring to your attention is the trade lines, right? See, they got 40 trade lines. Well, let's go over what a trade line is. I want to go over what a trade line is before we even get started, because this is the basis for building business credit, these trade lines. So just so that we're on the same page, I want everybody to understand what a trade line is. So this is what a trade line is. You go to a company and get an account, right? A credit account. So now you can buy something on credit, which means you have the item and they gave you an invoice that tells you when and all the pay and all the details, right? So what happens when you actually pay this invoice is this company sends a report to the business credit reporting agencies when you make that payment. This report says XYZ company, they got an account with us. Their limit is X amount of dollars. They made a purchase with us and they paid it off in X amount of days. Okay? Now, when you pay it off in X amount of days, they're going to send this information to the business credit reporting agencies. The business credit reporting agencies put this information on your credit profile, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is one trade line. Okay? Now you could do more transactions with this company, and those are more like they're called experiences. But this is one trade line. Okay? So I want everybody to understand what that is. Does anybody have a question on what a trade line is before we go forward? Because this is like the basis for building business credit. Any questions? You can open up your mic, type it in the chat, whatever you want to do. But this is the deal right there. Trade line. Any questions? Who we got in here? We got Diligent, Hearts, Transport, Junk Removal. We got um Carmen has Cummins Transportation, Cummins Transport and Shipping Inc., Freight, Logistics, and Consulting. Nice. Mr. Green, oh, you was in the last joint too. Clutch Boss Services, LLC, Hauling Company. Brooklyn Born is in here. I didn't know you was from BK to the fullest. James, what up?
Yes, sir.
Luther James Insurance, no doubt about it. All right, BK is in here. All right, so no questions on what y'all everybody knows what a trade line is. Okay, so check it. You see on here we got Microsoft. They got 131 trade lines, right? Now check this out. Walmart. Walmart, they like they're like they're like the king of business credit, right? So this is what they do. They go to Bounty and say, "Yo, Bounty, let me get a truckload of toilet paper." Now, the owner of Walmart don't go in his pocket and pay for this. He don't call the accounting department and say, "Yo, cut me a check." The toilet paper shows up at the store, right? The toilet paper shows up at the store. They put it on the shelf. We go in there and buy the toilet paper. They take our money and pay the bill. And then Bounty says, "Hey, here's 5 truckloads. Just keep flipping that." Just keep flipping that, right? So that's how business credit works at the big corporate level and at the small business level. At the corner store, my dad owned a corner store in New York. At the corner store, when the bread comes, they're not paying for that bread right there. They're counting how many units came in, how many units went out. This is how business is done. All right? Business credit. How we can help with our fundability system. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high tech software, powered by artificial intelligence, helps you build your business credit to access high limit store credit, business loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders through a multitude of different funding programs. All right? Okay, let's get down to business. How do you build business credit? Okay, here we go. Fundability. I also refer to this as credibility, right? As a business owner, you may be beginning to hear the word fundability a lot. It may come from lenders, various media platforms, or your own current creditors. What is fundability? It's the ability of your business to get funding. When lenders consider funding your business, does it appear to them to be a good idea to make the loan? What do they look at to make that determination? Okay? How does a business become fundable? When a lender considers lending to your business, do they feel you are a high risk? Right? Do you appear to be a business that can and will pay the debt? Lenders are in it for the money. We already know, right? Okay. How does a business get fundability? To start, you have to make sure your business is set up properly. Okay. A great business credit score is important. In addition, there are many other aspects that are necessary for fundability as well. But how you set up your business is the most important because if you're not set up right, you're not going to get to the other steps easily, right? So, setting up your business is the most important piece. I'm trying to tell you from the beginning. So, make sure everything is set up. Oh, there's a bunch of details, all right? There's a bunch of details. We're going to go over some of them. A potential creditor needs to see that your business is legitimate and profitable. Many loan applications are denied approval due to fraud concerns, others simply because something didn't match up and threw up a red flag. Maybe the addresses or the phone numbers didn't match on a couple of reports, and it just looks unprofessional. If you understand what fundability is and how to get it, you can shut down any such red flags before they become a problem. Okay? So, Just the application process can draw up a red flag. And we want to eliminate those red flags because these are like the easy stuff. This is the easy stuff right here. Setting up your business. This is the easy stuff. So we don't want no red flags or the easy stuff, right? Okay. So when we do get a red flag, we know it ain't just easy stuff, right? So let's go over this. Okay. The foundation of fundability is how your business is set up. It has to be set up to appear to be a fundable entity separate from you, the owner. Now, notice I said it has to appear, right? Because you don't have to necessarily be a credible business. You just have to appear to be credible. Okay? And this is the stuff that you need. You need a business name. You need a business address, a business phone, a EIN number, a DUNS number. You need a website. You need a business email. Okay? Um, Let me see something. Okay. So the contact information. The first step in setting up a foundation of fundability is to ensure your business has its own business phone number, fax number, toll-free business address. Okay. Let me see something here. Okay, so business phone number. All right, let's start with that. Business phone number. This is what you need. You need a local telephone number that's listed with the National 411 directory. This is necessary. This is not one of those steps that you skip, right? You need a local telephone number that is listed with the National 411 directory, okay? Now, having a fax number and a toll-free number, that's not as necessary. But this is how they think. They're gonna check that local number. Like, so when you got an application and they ask for your main business telephone number, the number that you want to put in there is a local number that is listed with the National 411 directory. Okay? Now, they're going to check that. And when they check it and they see that it's listed, they're going to say, okay, check. Now they're going to see that you got a fax number and a toll free number. Boom. Now you're looking more credible. Okay? Now you're looking more credible. You're looking like, hey, he's doing business. Okay? Go ahead, James. You got a question? Go ahead.
If you registered a Google voice phone number, is that good?
All right. This is what I say about those Google numbers, and that's a good question. The Google voice numbers don't list to the National 411 directories consistently. Some will, some won't,
I mean, mine
right?
is kind of old, so I mean, I've had mine a while.
So you have to well, if it's listed, then you can check if it's listed, right? By using your telephone that your bit whatever telephone that you have for your business, that number,
Mhm.
right? You use that telephone number, and if let's say for instance your area code is 404, right? Then you would dial 404-555-1212 to see if it's listed. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Is there a way
You
I
could also
can
go
list it if it's
to
not?
listyourself.net.
Okay.
Say that again.
I was going to ask, is there a way I can list it? But you kind of answered it at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. That's how
List
you list.
yourself. List
But
yourself.
I'm
That
letting
you
you
said.
know that those Google joints, they don't list consistently,
Right.
right? So I don't even mention them, except for when you ask, right?
Okay.
Right. So I'm gonna tell you what to do. Hold tight. I got you.
All
Okay.
right.
So and the business address. I'm gonna talk more about the business address in a second, but right now I'm gonna give you my go-tos for the phone number. My go-tos are Freedom Voice, Ring Central, Vonage. All three of these companies will give you a local telephone number that will list, right? But my go-to is Freedom Voice because they're gonna give you a local number for $9.95 a month, and they're gonna list it for $3 a month. Okay. They'll also give you a fax number and a 800 number for under $20 a month. Okay. So Freedom Voice, you can go to this website, businesscreditbuilder.us/ vendors, and you get that telephone number for the Freedom Voice. All right, cool. Um, okay, let's go over the address. Business address. There are three options when deciding what your business address is. There's three options. There's no more options after these three that I'm gonna tell you. Okay? The first option is to have a brick and mortar, a storefront. You definitely need a place where you can accept packages. Okay? Accept packages. Not everybody can do the brick and mortar though, because that's expensive, right? So, boom. The second option is to have a virtual office address. Okay? Now, the virtual address you can get for as low as $50 a month. And a lot of my clients use the virtual office address so they don't have to use their home address and share their home address where their kids is at. And they, that's personal to a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to share their home address with the world. Okay. So um they get these virtual office. All right. Now my go-to for the virtual office is DaVinci virtual office solutions. You can go to businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors and you can get that information. There's a telephone number, a person's name to ask for, and specific verbiage to order the right product. Because at DaVinci, what they do is they send a report to the post office so they can get you a unique address. Because one thing about these virtual office addresses is that there's a whole bunch of these companies out there that give virtual office addresses, but a lot of them um, will give you the same address that they didn't gave hundreds of other businesses, and they don't want that. Okay, lenders don't want to see you having the same address as 100 of other businesses. Okay, so they give you a unique business address, and that's what you need. You need a unique business address for your business. Okay, now the last option is to use your home address. Okay. Now, the last resort is your home address because lenders and creditors do not perceive home-based businesses as being credible, but they do this on a case-by-case basis, right? So let's say you're a home stylist, a hairstylist, right? You do hair, right? From the house, right? Well, shoot, you could that sounds legitimate. You could possibly pay a bill from doing hair from the house, right? People do that, right? So you can have a business at the house doing hair, right? That sounds legitimate, right? That's feasible. Now, on the other hand, let's say you're a trucking company and you got all these trucks, but it's not that feasible that you have all these trucks at your house. Okay. So they're trying to see if this makes sense to them, right? Now, one thing to know is that on your Dun& and Bradstreet credit profile is a Google Maps picture of your business address. So when they're deciding to give you an account or approve you for a loan or whatever, they're looking right at your business front door and saying to themselves, hey, does this make sense? You see what I'm saying? They're trying to catch you, right? Because they've been defrauded so many times. Now they're just trying to see if this makes sense, right? So boom. That home address is good, just gotta make sense. Okay? It's gotta make sense that you're working from the house. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you have a Regis address for 60. Yes, Regises are good. Those are good ones. Yep, yep, no doubt about it. Yep. Regis is good. Okay. Um, okay, so we talked about we talked about that. Okay, let's go back over some other stuff that I skipped. The business name, right? Y'all already know the business name. Go get a business name from the Secretary of State. And the thing to know about when you set up this Secretary of State is that when you set up your name at the Secretary of State, they're going to ask you to select an entity. You can build business credit with any entity, but what you need to know is that in order to separate your business from your personal liability, you must use a LLC or a corporation, limited liability corporation, or a corporation, S corp, something like that, right? If you use a proprietorship or a partnership, then you are personally liable for anything that this business does. Another thing when you set up your business name is they're going to ask you, well, what type of business this is? That's your NCIS code, something like that. I keep forgetting the acronym for that. But the NAS code is how they determine how much risk your business has. So if you put in a code saying that you make guns, well, that's high risk, right? So they're trying to determine how risky you are. And on your at the Secretary of State, when they check your business name, they're gonna look at that code to see what type of business and how much risk they're getting into. Okay, so that's good information to know about setting up your business name. Okay, now let's go to the EIN number. I'm not going to talk much about the EIN number because y'all know about the EIN number, but I'm going to tell you the two things that you should know about the EIN number. And one is that you cannot build business credit without an EIN number. And two, the EIN number is free. So don't come to me talking about you paid for your EIN number. You just go to irs.gov, takes you 15 minutes. All right. So we're gonna go on to the next. If you got questions about the EIN number, just let me know. But we're gonna skip over that. Okay. This is the incorporation stuff, entity. We talked about that already. Okay. Bank account. You need a separate dedicated business bank account. Okay. This will keep track of your business finances so you can keep them separate from your personal finances for tax purposes. Most vendors and lenders require a business to have a business bank account in order to even get approved. Okay? James, you can lower your hand if you want to. Let's see. Okay, licenses. What is fundability? It is being a legitimate business. For a business to be a legitimate, it has to have all the necessary licenses it needs to operate. The most common mistake is having the appropriate license but listed with an old address. That will give you a red flag, an old address, because they're thinking to themselves, well, where are they? Are they at this location or are they at that location? Are they gonna pay me? Okay, that's what they want to know. Okay, so do the research. You need to ensure that you have all the licenses necessary to legitimately run your business at the federal, state, and local levels. Okay, website. You need a business website and a business email. Lenders and creditors will deny you if you do not have a website in nowadays. Okay? So they will, on the sly, go to Google and put your business name in and search for you. Okay? Hopefully they find your website. Spend the time and money necessary to ensure your business is professionally designed and works well. Your business needs a dedicated business email address. Make sure it has the same URL as your website. Don't use a free service such as Google, like the Gmail, Yahoo, and all that stuff, right? So don't use Big Booty Judy at Yahoo. Don't use that one, okay? So use this is what you should use, right? Your name at yourbusinessname.com, right? This is um this is just, common stuff of common knowledge. This is common sense stuff, right? Okay, so my company, On MediaNet USA, we offer an all-inclusive small business web hosting program that includes all of this stuff. It's all inclusive, which means you don't have to do jack. You don't have to do anything. You have it includes domain registration, 12 months web hosting, website design, monthly updates, unlimited emails, expert customer support, internet consultation. Okay. So the thing to know about this website thing is that there are companies out there that will a la carte you and will set up your website and all this stuff. And then when you need to use an email, now they're going to charge you $100 for one email. Your email should be included with your hosting package, and you should get unlimited emails. Okay. So if you need to talk about building up your website, just schedule a free business credit consultation by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult, and we can help you set up your business website and business email. Okay. What is fundability? It is business credit reports. Okay. You need to understand the importance of your business credit reports and how to read them. The business credit reports are the blueprint for tracking your trade lines, right? Remember, I told you the trade lines is the basis. That's like the bricks for building a house, right? But your business credit reports is like the blueprint, right? Now, the most popular business reporting agencies are Dun and Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. Okay? These three businesses right here, Dun and Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. These companies are in the business of gathering information, repackaging it, and selling information. That's what they do. All right. Um, in addition to the business credit reporting agencies that directly calculate and issue credit reports, there are other business data agencies that affect those reports indirectly. Okay? There's LexisNexis and the Small Business Finance Exchange. You can do your own research on these. These two agencies gather data from a variety of sources, including public records. This means they could have access to information relating to automobile accidents, liens, and more. While you may not be able to access or change the data these agencies have on your business, you can ensure that new information they receive is positive, and that positive information can help counteract the negative information from the past. Let me see. Okay, Carmen, she explained the NAS. Okay. Okay, and James said you can do a custom email through Google without the Gmail. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. James, you can do that. But make sure it has your business URL, right? Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Identification numbers. In addition to the EIN, there are identifying numbers that go along with your business credit report. When considering what is fundability, you need to be aware that these numbers exist. Some of them are simply assigned by the agency, like the Experian BIN, the Experian Business Identification Number. This is assigned to you once you make your first payment to a company that reports to Experian. They will assign you an Experian BIN. Okay? Dun and Bradstreet is the largest and most commonly used business credit reporting agency. Every credit file in their database has a DUNS number, and you have to apply for a DUNS number. And the DUNS number is free to apply. And it takes about 30 days, under 30 days, to get this DUNS number. And in those 30 days that they're getting you this DUNS number, they will call you and email you and convince you that you need to buy something. But you don't have to buy anything. The DUNS number is absolutely free. Okay? All right. Your credit, okay. This is regarding your personal credit, not your business credit. Your credit history has everything to do with everything related to your credit score, which is a huge factor in the fundability of your business. Okay. Your credit history consists of a number of things. Many accounts are how you're reporting payments, how long you've had these payments, what type of accounts they are, and a lot of different factors that affect your personal credit. Now, I only mention this personal credit stuff because when you have good personal credit, you are more fundable. And that's what we're talking about, how fundable your business is, right? So with good personal credit, you are more fundable. Okay? All right. That's what I needed to say about that page. Align your business information correctly. This is the most important step in this whole process. This is a problem because a ton of loan applications are turned down each year due to fraud concerns or simply because things do not match up. You have to have your exact business legal name listed every place. Okay? Your business address, your business phone, your address listed with the IRS for your EIN. This all has to be the same. Your insurance, licenses, website, bank account, they all need to have the same exact information. The key to this piece of business fundability is to monitor your credit reports frequently. When it comes to business credit reports, you can monitor them through the business credit reporting agencies directly. They usually charge you about $100 a month for your business credit reports. Okay. With my fundability program, my fundability system, we have a situation where you put your business credit information in there, and the artificial intelligence is making decisions based on looking at your business credit reports simultaneously with the stuff that you have provided in the system about your trade lines that you're acquiring and your assets and all that stuff. Okay. Okay. What is fundability? Financial statements. Both your personal and business tax returns need to be in order. Not only that, but you need to be paying your taxes, both personal and business. Okay? Business financials. A fundable business maintains financials monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Having financial statements on demand lends credence to the legitimacy of your business. And we're talking about how to make your business the most fundable. Well, having having financials on deck makes your business more fundable. It's understandable about new businesses that don't have the data to have financial statements, but this is information that I need to let you know. Personal tax returns. Often tax returns for the previous 3 years will suffice. Get a tax professional to prepare them. This is the bare minimum you will need. Other information includes lenders may ask for includes check stubs, bank statements, among other things. Okay. Bureaus. There are other agencies that hold information related to personal finances that you need to know about. Everyone knows about the FICO score. Your personal FICO score needs to be as strong as possible. It really can affect business fundability. And also, and almost all traditional lenders will look at personal credit in addition to business credit. Okay, you know about check systems and all that other stuff, right? Okay. All of this can and will play into the fundability of your business. how fundable your business is. Okay. Um, so how fundable is your business? Is all your contact information consistent? That's the main thing. All your contact information, your business name, telephone number, address, got to be the same. Do you have a DUNS number? That's important too. Okay. Um, what is fundability? It's everything. The quick answer to what is fundability is simple. However, when you dig a little deeper, there are so many layers that crisscross, it can take some time to unravel. It's more like a ball of yarn than an onion, really. Everything is connected, everything matters, and one kink in the wires can mess up a lot of stuff. That's why it's so important to have your business set up credible in the eyes of the lender. Okay? Um, Now take a look at this chart. This chart has all the criteria that makes your business as fundable as possible. On the left hand side, we have all the credibility points. What industry you're in plays an important role of how fundable your business is. Your business name, your 411 listing on your telephone, your time in business, your EIN number, website, email, all that stuff contributes to your fundability. The things on the right hand side, the application process, the financial statements, your business credit reports, these all contribute to how fundable your business is. Okay? So anybody got any questions at this point? We talked about getting your business as fundable as possible, setting up your business with the name, address, telephone number, DUNS number, EIN, website. We talked about your business credit reports. Okay. All right, James, later. Catch the replay on the YouTube channel. You know the deal. All right. Anybody got any questions so far? And this is the most important. Everything we talked about so far is the most important. All right. Now we're going to get ready to go into actually building business credit. Okay. But everything that we talked about so far is the most important. If you don't have that stuff down, it's going to be difficult to get to this next steps. Right. Okay. Here we go. No questions. Right. Okay. Here we go. Now we're gonna go into the net 30s. All right. Now, this step is not as easy as everything else is, right? That's setting up your business, that's easy stuff. Right. Now we're gonna go into something that's not so easy, right? But I'm gonna make it easy for you. So now we're gonna go and get these companies that's gonna give you credit when you have no credit. And you know that's difficult. Not only that, they have to report to the business credit reporting agencies. Well, we know it's difficult trying to get companies to give us credit when we have no credit. And two, only 10% of all businesses in America even report to the business credit reporting agencies because they're under high guidelines and restrictions to be even able to report. Okay? So this is the difficult deal right here. So what we're going to do is get these companies that's going to give us a net 30 account, which means they're going to give us a little bit of credit, and when we buy something on credit, we have to pay the balance in 30 days. Okay? 30 days, right? They give us a little credit, we got to pay the balance in 30 days. A business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer report commonly is with small amounts of credit. The business can be approved for small credit amounts to help them build an initial credit profile. These types of initial accounts in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit or net 30 accounts. Okay? All right. And some vendors will approve your company for net 30 payment terms upon verification of as little as an EIN number and a 411 listing. Okay. Here are some vendors that will approve you for initial credit, even if you have none now. All right, here we go. This is where you take down your notes, right? Maverick Office Supplies. That's the first place to go. Go to businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors. Check out that Maverick link and get the homeboy hookup, right? Maverick, they're gonna give you a, a trade line real quick, fast, in a hurry, as long as you got an EIN number and your telephone number is listed. Check out the CEO Creative. That's not for everybody, but see if you qualify. Granger, Barnett, Uline. These are all good starter vendors. Okay? These are all good starter vendors. Maverick Office Supplies. And let me tell you one more thing. These starter vendors, they change. Like the list I have today is not the list I had 6 months ago. Okay? Because they changed their underwriting guidelines due to market conditions, right? So this changes. Okay? Okay. Some vendors will require an initial prepaid order before they can approve your business for terms. You need to have a total of at least 5 net 30-day pay accounts reporting. That's why I got this car. Check out the car, right? The car got the number 5 on it because we're trying to get 5 trade lines. The car got the smoke. Now look at his face. His face is like, yo, I got credit now, and we rolling. We rolling to the next step. Now, you need these 5 trade lines, preferably 3 trade lines that report to Dun and Bradstreet. The reason why is because Dun and Bradstreet, they have a pay debt score. They will not issue you a pay debt score until 3 businesses have reported, right? And the pay debt score is what lenders look at to determine your credit worthiness. Okay? So they will not give you a pay debt score until 3 vendors have reported. So the goal now is to get 3 that report to Dun and Bradstreet, 1 to Experian, and 1 to Equifax. Okay? You got that, right? All right. Now, after 5 trade lines are established using vendor accounts, obtaining revolving accounts is the next step. Revolving accounts are cards a business owner can use and not be required to pay the full balance owed each month. Okay? So, the first goal is to get those 5. When you got those 5 reporting, then you go to the next step. Okay? Now, the next step is to have revolving accounts. Most major stores do offer business credit cards, including, but they don't advertise it, right? Home Depot, Lowe's, Office Depot, Staples, Best Buy, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Amazon, Dell, Apple, BP, Chevron, Racetrack, and a whole bunch more. Now, this is where you want to be, but you can't skip those net 30s. These companies need to see that you have credit already. They need to see those trade lines on your credit report before they hook you. Okay? Some of them may need you to be in business for a certain amount of time also. Okay? So these are considerations that you need to know about. And one thing, let me give you this is a plus. When you do business with my company, we know the underwriting guidelines of these companies already before you apply. So if you're doing this on your own, then you're just throwing darts at these companies to figure out whether or not you can qualify or not. So we already know the qualifications. Okay? We know exactly what the qualifications are, so you're not wasting time. Okay? Okay. Once 10 accounts are on the credit, an owner can then start applying for Visa, MasterCard, American Express type credit. Approval amounts will be equivalent to the highest credit limit account on the business report. Try to have 10 accounts with at least one of them having a high $10,000 high limit. And what you do is you pick one of these revolving accounts and you use it more often than the others. And then when they see that you are making on time payments, I make like 3 on time payments, and then you call them and ask for an increase. And you keep calling them. Can I get an increase? On time payment, on time payment. Can I get an increase? On time payment, on time payment. Can I get an increase? Okay. And when you call them up, ask for an increase, and they see you're making on time payments, they'll increase your your capabilities, right? Okay. It is essential to keep using the credit, keep applying for more credit, and talk with credit providers to raise credit limits. If you do this, business credit will keep growing until higher limit credit lines are obtained within 12 months. Okay. It usually takes about 12 months, okay, to build you a nice credit profile. No skipping steps, 10 trade lines, high limit of 10,000. Um, Cash business credit accounts will match the highest credit limit reported on your credit profile. You can get access to MasterCard, Visa, American Express. When you got business credit, you get access to loans and credit lines. Okay? All right. Now, before we get out of here, I'm gonna go over 3 ways to get funding that your bank won't tell you about. Okay? Okay, we're gonna go over this real quick. Okay? Cash flow financing. Okay? Cash flow financing is the most popular type of alternative funding today. Hold on, let me back up for one quick second. That most people go to the bank to get loans, right? So most people that go to the bank to get a loan don't get a loan. 80% of everybody that goes to the bank to get a loan gets declined. So in the later years, within 10 years ago, there's been alternative funding options that have been available. They're trying to get those people that's going to the bank and getting declined. So they're offering different types of products, right? Different types of programs to help fund these people that go to the bank and get denied. Okay. So cash flow finance is one of the situations. These are cash advances that look at bank account management for approval. If you have more than $3,000 in deposits per month, you can be approved. This is the fastest and the easiest money you are going to find to secure money. With this is David Allen Capital is my cash flow funding partner, right? You can find this by going to my website, businesscreditbuilder.us, and clicking on business loans, and you will find David Allen Capital. When you fill out the application there, the first initial application, just a few questions, basically looking at how much money you make in a month. Depending on how much money you make in a month, they're going to send you to the appropriate lending place. Okay? The appropriate lender. So if you make under $3,000 a month, then they're going to send you an email that says you do not qualify. Okay? If you make between 3 and 5,000 per month, they're going to send you to Giggle. Between 5 and 15, they're going to send you to Biddy Advance. If you make more than 15,000, they're going to send you to Bank Breezy for the bigger fundings. Okay? That's easy. Here goes collateral-based funding. Okay? Oh, let me say one more thing about that cash flow funding. It's not for everybody. Okay? It's for businesses that are existing and coming to a problem because those are expensive. So you need to be in a situation for this to make sense for you. Okay? That's the cash flow financing. Okay? So it's for people that they need to make payroll at the end of the month, at the end of the week, or they have a piece of equipment that went down. They need to replace that like immediately, right? That's what that's for. Okay. Now, collateral-based financing can be obtained if you have some type of viable collateral to offset what you are borrowing. Even as a startup with bad credit, you can still secure collateral financing if you have collateral. Rates are super low. Okay. Now, here goes some examples of collateral financing: accounts receivable and purchase orders. Okay. Accounts receivable is also known as factoring. Okay. So, like my client that has a freight company, he uses factoring to fund his business, which means he can batch and sell his invoices. So he's a freight company. He has a truck, makes a delivery. They invoice for that delivery, but it takes about 30 days to get the money for that. With factoring, they get the money in 24 hours. Okay? So that's one way to get your business funded. Purchase orders. Purchase orders is for businesses that have government contracts, right? If you have a government contract, you get funded. Now, you can't go to the bank and get funding with a government contract, but there are alternative lenders that can just give you funding based on that government contract, right? Stocks, bonds, 401ks. If you have these type of investments, then you can get a business loan, okay? That does not affect your investment, right? Lending revenue, revenue lending, inventory and equipment. If you have over $100,000 in inventory and or equipment, you can get a business loan on that. If you have equity in your home, you can get a business loan. Okay? Insurance agents have what they call the book of business. That's their list of clients. They can get a business loan on that. Okay? So these alternative funding options open up another bag for you. Okay? Now, unsecured credit. This is what I call our credit line hybrid program. Using our credit line hybrid program, which is a credit based financing and a great way to get money for your business if you have good personal credit or know a guarantor that does. You have to have good personal credit for this one. Okay? So you can secure up to 5 times of what your highest revolving limit account has now, up to $150,000. You can get credit score. You need to have a credit score of at least 685 or better to make this work for you. A 685 or better will make this work for you. Okay. Now, you can go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding, and you can see a video on the details of this credit line hybrid program. All right. Go to that get funding page. All right. The rates are usually 0% for up to 6 to 18 months. This is no doc funding, so even startups can qualify. So this is good for startups. Okay? Accounts report to the business credit reporting agencies. That's a plus plus. Okay? And other alternative financing. We have access to private money is also available if you have good tax returns. Venture capital and equity financing. That's like the Shark Tank guys, where they give you money for your business, but they take a piece of your business. We have access to that. You know about crowdfunding. You can also get specialized funding to buy equipment. There are companies out there that just do equipment loans for businesses, just equipment, right? Which includes vehicles and fleets of vehicles, right? Signs and vehicle wraps. Okay. Now, let's go over how you can easily get business credit and financing all in one place. This is the fundability system. Okay. On my website, businesscreditbuilder.us, you can see videos of clients that I have that showed you how they got their money, right? This is Brian. He's in New Jersey, right? He talks about how he got his 50,000 real quick. All right? Now, the ultimate solution, Business Credit Builder, the fundability system powered by artificial intelligence. This is the easiest and the fastest way to get money and credit to build and grow your business. It's a simple solution. Okay? How you can get business credit for your business not linked to your social through the top selling business credit system. You get access to funding for your business to start, build, and grow. Our cutting edge technology helps you meet credibility requirements before you apply. You can get access to discounted business credit reports, get a free DUNS number. You get the largest supply of starter vendors to start your business credit. Okay? You get a massive selection of revolving store credit with the underwriting guidelines. I told you about that. How to hard to find cash credit sources. That's like the credit cards, Visa, MasterCard. No personal credit check or guarantee is required. You get access to our cash flow financing options, collateral based financing, unsecured financing, private money, alternative SBAs, venture capitals. Our most popular product is the Credit Line Hybrid Program. Go to the website, check it out. Schedule a consult. Let me explain it to you more, on more details. All right. Now, you get a system that looks similar to this, right? Well, our new system don't look like this one. This is the old system. But basically it looks similar to this, right? Where you go in and you go step by step. We show you all the steps to build up your business credit. Each step, you will have a video. You will have explanations on how to complete this step. And if you still can't figure it out, we have a team on the phone that you can email, you can call, and get your questions answered. Okay? Let's say, when you go through your vendors and we give you the vendors, right? You select what vendors. We give you the underwriting guidelines. This is one that's for racetrack, right? Racetrack. We tell you who they report to, the payment terms, right? This one is revolving. Racetrack, they report to Dun and Bradstreet. We give you a description of what they sell, and then the how to qualify. We give you everything they need to qualify. For a racetrack, you need an EIN number, a DUNS number, a pay debt score of 78 or above. You need preferred 3 years in business. You need to have a business entity and your phone number listed with 411. Okay? So now you know when to apply for this company and when not to. Okay? And a lot of times we have the button right on the screen where you can apply right there in the system. Right? Now take a look at this. This is Christine, one of my clients. Christine got all of these approvals in 6 months. Okay? Sprint 2,000, Amazon 4,500, Tractor Supply 5,000, Exxon 5,000, Fuel Man Fleet 6, BJ's 7, BP 8, Lowe's 10, Apple 12.5, Shell 15. Whew, look at this list. This is over $250,000. And look at PNC. That's a credit line. Okay. But not everybody could do what Christine does because she's a stay-at-home mom. She did this in 6 months. Not everybody could do this, but it can be done. Okay? Okay. Why the Business Finance Suite is perfect for you? You get your own business credit advisor who's offers credit concierge service for 12 months to help you build your business credit. You get your own finance officer for 5 years to help you get the best financing for your business. Okay? Okay, here's a quick summary before we get out of here. Your own business finance suite control panel. You get your own business credit reports. You get a discounted business credit reports, free DUNS number, free Experience Smart business access, largest supply of starter vendors, massive selection of revolving store credit, hard to find cash credit sources, access to cash flow, collateral based, unsecured, and private money sources. Now, this will typically take you 18 to 24 months to do this. Okay? With us, I'm gonna tell you for real. It usually takes about 12 months to get yourself a full business credit profile. Okay? This is like an investment for your business. Okay? Now, we have two options. We have our fundability program, which is recommended, our fundability system, right? Which I explained to you. And you can find on my website, businesscreditbuilder.us, you can see a video that explains the fundability in more detail than I have. Okay? You can also call me up, schedule a free consultation, right? We also have our business credit building program, which is a one-on-one program where it's just me and you, and we're doing it for 1 year. And for this month, the month of March, we are doing this 2025. We are doing this at 50% off for the month of March. So get in where you fit in. All right. Let's go over this fundability system. Um, I don't think these scan things work. So get started today as part of this seminar, and you can get started with a huge discount on your premier enrollment plan. It usually is $29.95, but today you can do a single payment of $16.95 if you're ready to do it today. If not, the usual price is $29.95. But if you can do it today, I could give one person this $16.95 today. The first person that contacts me by calling 404-500-9687, they can get the $16.95 price. The first person. Only one person can get this price. Okay? Okay. Now, let's go over the business credit building program. One-on-one. This is one-on-one for 1 year. Our price is $9.95. Up. But today, you can get it for 50%. For the whole month of March, you can get it for 50% off. You can also put down $200 and make payments. That's the deal of the year right there. 50% off. This is a one-on-one consultation. And this is how this usually works. Me and you were talking about once or twice a month, and we're going over what vendors that you need to go and take a look at. Me knowing your situation, I'm going to tell you the vendors to look at. You're going to apply for them. I'm going to help you if you need me to. Apply for them, make a purchase, make a payment, pull the credit reports. I'm going to show you how to read the credit reports. Okay? This is how we do it. 1 year, the one-on-one package, 50% off for March. Okay? Okay, make sure y'all follow, subscribe, all that stuff to all my social medias, right? Um, the podcast is on Spotify and it's called Business Credit is Real. Business Credit is Real. That's the podcast. Make sure you get your free guide on how to build business credit by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. Schedule a free business credit consultation by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. And if you think you qualify today, go to /get funding. Anybody got any questions? I hope this was useful. I hope I ain't waste all your time with all this information. I had a whole bunch of information, and I hope it was useful. On the screen is how you can schedule your free business credit consultation by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. Okay. Anybody got any questions? Y'all's quiet at the end. No questions? Carmen, what up? Mr. Hart, Miss Green, what up? Barbara, yo. Any questions? Was this information useful? That's what I want to know. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for attending. All right. Jamie Green, thank you. We'll be scheduling. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what? I don't know if you're a female or a male, Jamie, but I apologize for that. But yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, schedule that consult. Y'all know the information. Get down with the get down. You know how we do it. Okay. Um, Make sure y'all schedule, get that free guide. Make sure y'all get that free guide. Thanks everybody for coming. Um, and that's about it for today. We're gonna end this webinar and call it for the day. Thank everybody for coming. You can check out the replay at YouTube by tomorrow sometime. All right. Thank y'all. Take care. How we get out of here? Let's figure out how to get out of here. Here we go. Let's later, y'all.